good. Let's get this done. Gonna play Eliza. First playthrough. Done again. Did this yesterday, but being an absolute noob at streaming, did not get this right and failed to keep the video of the stream. So I'm going to hopefully start again, rerun through and see how this goes. Try and avoid spoiling anything too much before I get there, and yeah, from what I've played of this already, it's a departure from the standard Zachtronics games. It's a story-driven adventure that leads you along with a series of breadcrumbs. Like I say, I've not got that far into it, and yeah, it's interesting to see what's coming up. Last night managed to get through chapter 1 in about an hour. Hopefully we'll get some more done on that. I'm just checking I've got everything set up on the stream. Oh, okay, right, looks like we're good to go. Starting a new game will reset all of your progress and erase all of the save data, including the unlocked checkpoints. That's fine by me. Chapter 1.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
One of the things that I am going to carry on doing with this is carry on clicking through these messages. Nice tugs that they've got for when you're playing for just for your own benefit. You can come down here, put the auto advance onto normal or slower. But if I don't do that, it doesn't give me a chance to talk over it, which might miss some opportunities.
It all vanished when the alarm went off. First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long. It's time for me to wake up.
Okay, so what are you supposed to do on the light rail? Use your phone, I guess. Or look around. Okay, so we've got hotspots here that we can swing to.
Next stop, Capitol Hill Station.
And we're heading to Capitol Hill. She says, I forgot how difficult getting around this city can be sometimes. Let's see what this girl has to. She must be commuting to work. Maybe it's her first day at a new job too. Seems unlikely. Is she sleeping? I hope she doesn't miss her stop. Okay, let's have a look at the phone. Okay. She says, I might look at this later when I want to relax. Okay. This was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. The gym already nags me about working out. I don't need more of that. I'll give this game a try soon. Not right now, though. That's the inbuilt solitaire game. Oh. No recent chats. Nothing to see here. That's the Eliza proxy app. And Many Zenny. I don't need to play this again. I should delete it. Okay, so let's go for the email. Oh, classic. Okay. So Evelyn Ishino Aubrey has sent Evelyn an email saying, "You will do it. I believe in you." Yep, that's you. So you've sent yourself a message to pump yourself up. I like it. So this is from the Proxy Coordination Center. It says, "Dear Evelyn, congratulations. You are taking the first step on an exciting and rewarding career with the Skanda family. Please show up promptly for your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. on Friday, January the 3rd. Your name is Ishino Aubrey Evelyn. Your title is Proxy Level 1. Your classification is Contingent Staff. Contractor agency is Capstone. Location is the Eliza Counseling Center, Queen Anne in Seattle." Oh, we're in Seattle, WA. "We're looking forward to working with you." From the Proxy Coordination Center, Skanda Inc. Cool. And we have a Avalon Fitness nagging email, as referenced before. "We've noticed you haven't checked into your customized personal training plan at Avalon Fitness in the last 971 days. We get it. Life doesn't always move in a straight line. That's why we're offering a special 25-point bonus to your Avalon Prestige if you check in again in the next 2 weeks." I mean, that's the definition of optimism, isn't it? "There's never been a better time to get your health back on track. Avalon Fitness, strength quantified." Alright, that's all we've got to do here, look. Yeah, we got plenty of battery, we got no buttons to press that we haven't already seen. Okay. Let's go. Let's get to work. Eliza, powered by Skanda, she thinks. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Ah, wait. There's the woman I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right? You remember me? That's impressive. There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces. People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other. In case you forgot, though, I'm Ray. Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever. And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now. So you can count on me being back soon.
Okay.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges. That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Ooh, a chance to brown nose and get my foot in the door. We've got interesting, ... or probably not, but that's good to know. I'm gonna say interesting. That's the only one that leaves the door open.
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for their counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is Eliza's flagship location. It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
100 a day? That's so many.
The growth trend isn't stopping either. Demand for Eliza keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason. We're already looking at adding more capacity here. Either that or opening another location close by. Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location.
So I clicked a little bit early there. It cuts off the end of our line a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm trying to avoid him.
I like to think of Eliza centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
I guess so. Makes sense. First day, gotta make the impression. Yeah, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Counseling centers like coffee shops? It's an odd metaphor. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms.
Okay.
You'll get your assignments from the Eliza app on your phone. Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double-check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in. We've had some quality control issues lately.
Okay.
After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions. Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
I think I got it. Or seems simple. It seems simple enough.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, it's really foolproof.
Okay.
Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation.
The orientation that I didn't actually get to see because that's not in this story. Okay.
No deviating from the script that Eliza gives you.
Gotcha.
No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Yes, I understand, or I remember.
I remember.
Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do. You wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing. Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
Ray takes out a phone and swipes a few times. Okay, so I'm basically here to read the autoprompter. She's doing it
Yep,
all.
looks like you're all good to go.
There we go.
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an Eliza proxy?
Get straight to it, I guess. Sure, or I'm not sure I understand. Do I want to go back through the same steps? No, I'm just going to go sure.
Sure.
Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up. You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system. If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable. I'll check in with you afterward.
Excellent. Okay. Ooh, phone's just gone off. Dear Evelyn Ishinobri, thank you for signing up as an Eliza proxy. Eliza is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. As a proxy, you serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or a virtual avatar like our competitors. This is the official Eliza app for proxies. In it, you can view important messages from Skanda, your session history, and your current level and badges. Okay, enjoy your experience helping people help themselves with Eliza. From the Proxy Coordination Center, blah blah blah, do not reply to this message. It is sent from an unmonitored email address for general inquiries, blah 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 blah. And thank you. Okay. Ed Park. Important. Stick to the script. All. As Eliza counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies, please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but Eliza will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and Eliza. Continual violation of this policy may result in reprimand or even termination. Thank you for your attention. Edwin Park, the Eliza Service Director at Skanda Inc. Seems straightforward enough. No badges yet, okay. I haven't done anything, I suppose. Where was that? Have a sign. So there are dozens of these locations already. Skander is putting some serious investment into this. Okay, what else? We have a window. And coffee. Do I want coffee? Yes, you want coffee. Drink coffee. Coffee is good. Actually, I think fine. I can deal with this. Who doesn't have coffee in the morning? I hope spring comes soon. At least the days are getting longer now. Okay. Yeah, let's just continue. Don't want to get in trouble for hanging around the lobby too long. And it's time to get started. It really looks like the therapist's office in here. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. This is version 10.3.3. Okay. We have somebody called Darren Willows as our first customer, and he's coming on into the introduction phase. So we've got all of the firmware and connecting, begin session. The headset activates. So this is your AR headset that you're sat opposite these people with, just reading the proxy responses. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. I guess I'll say hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
So all of these things are coming up as proxy responses. And I have one option to click, okay?
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
Oh, that's good. Little sun once in a while.
Okay, we've just shifted onto the discovery phase, and all the time that we're doing this is statistics on the side here are adjusting a little bit.
Darren, what brings you here today?
Well, I just feel empty inside. Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing. I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive.
Ooh, ominous music. Okay, so it's popped over here saying that hollow is a negative word in the sentiment analyzer. So it's been listening to what he's saying, picking out the
Like
words.
a ghost or something.
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time. And it comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad. It just suddenly came over me the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything. We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel.
Oh, picked up on the double cruel.
The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves, and we can't stop them. Everyone is driven by greed. Just greed. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to get rich. And we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible. We're destroying everything, and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings. I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head, and all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here, so what's the point?
He pauses. A whole string of negative words that he's just throwing out here.
Probably overloaded your system with that, huh? Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will, and I'll get fired.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down. Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career. You have beautiful, successful people.
Okay, so it's not that smart, even though he's referring to other people and other things. It's clocking up all of these. Oh, that's good. That's positive. That's positive. Smart, motivated, wonderful, promising, beautiful, successful.
We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice. Everything is nice, and I feel terrible.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
So we're in a new phase now, the challenge phase.
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. They see what's going on in the world, and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs. The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy. They're getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timeline.
Okay.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here. I mean, there has to be a reason, right?
Dude sounds like he needs religion, not counseling.
Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why?
Oh, there it is.
This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really, really look, and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Okay, Darren, let's try something. Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference. This absurdity.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people, have some actual communication. Like right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you. You as a human being.
Okay.
But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works.
So you came here knowing how it works, right?
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now.
Whoa, easy, buddy. You came to us.
Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being. How did it end up like this?
You came here. It's your fault.
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
Typical machine response. Please speak clearly. Restate the number 1 now.
No. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse.
Oh, I like the shift in the music.
Why can't you just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something. Please. Anything. Please.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Hang on a minute. What?
Is that really you?
Clever girl.
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now? Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from Eliza for too long.
Oh, I know,
My real name is Evelyn.
Stop the bus. You just gonna give out my real name to this crazy guy who sat opposite me?
Yeah. Well, it's, nice to meet you, Evelyn. I didn't expect he would actually do that. Do that for me. I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Back to the program, huh?
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. That's a nice name.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Psycho alert.
Look, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to your recommendations. I want to obsess over your name. The AI just made me tell you.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will. I mean, yeah, I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so that's pretty... He didn't even leave a tip. He didn't give me a rating. Yeah, but I got badges, I suppose, but... No tip, no rating, no nothing. Evelyn's thinking to herself, wow, that was intense.
Hey,
kidding.
how'd it go?
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
The lock? Ray takes her phone out of her pocket again.
You're going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance. This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons. There could be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
Ray stares at her phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys. Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made Eliza capable of handling it with a special script. It's nice to know things are working as designed.
Huh, that's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Who knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but... it's tough. We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to. All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it. Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage.
More leverage?
We'd help way more people if we could track their compliance.
Okay.
But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
At this point of your global domination? You scary, scary woman?
I think he might have needed way more help than Eliza can give. Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them.
This is so corporate.
I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point. I'm not sure what happened with that, actually. Maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
Okay, so I can say I wish I could have said something other than what it told me to, or I see why a lot of proxies attempted to go off script. Squeaky clean.
I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let Eliza do its thing. I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that. Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly.
Oh, of course, because, I've never had a job.
That's just how it works.
Okay, it just sounded like... He sounded like he could use more help. Like...
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself. When people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why Eliza works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective. Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess.
Yeah, who wants opinions? People.
Not to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability.
Okay.
Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session. Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again?
It's just old corporate mumbo jumbo, and I really don't like this woman.
Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths.
Oh, coffee? Yeah, good idea. Okay. Maybe she's got redeeming qualities.
No rush, okay?
Okay, thanks, Ray. Thank you, best friend.
Okay, thanks, Ray.
That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Oh, we've got a chat from Nora with a lowercase n. Hi, Nora. How you been? Fine, I guess, or could be better. Fine, I guess. That's good. I'm going to go with I'm working. Let's stay positive, upbeat, motivated. We can do this. Oh yeah, it's good you found work again. What is the work? It's nothing special or... it's just an office job. Yeah, let's do that one. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This may be sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It would be good to talk about it face to face. This is sudden. Well, she's already said that, so that's a bit redundant. Yeah, sure I will. Or, oh? I'm going to go with, oh? Yes, you will see. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Yeah, let's go for it. Haha, sure. I didn't realise you were playing shows now. That is why you should come. And with that, I leave the chat. I'll take a few minutes to calm down, like Ray suggested. Maybe I could play some solitaire. Oh, what's this? Plants are nice. I should get plants, I think. I don't know why I never did. Afraid of neglecting them, maybe. It's a good monologue. Let's get coffee. Won't let me get the coffee. Right, okay. Let's see what's going on the phone then. Proxy app. Ray Bukhari. Forward. Good article. Just for some wider context, this is a nice article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I've got a little cameo in it. Okay, goes on with the article down here. Scanda poised to capture growing demand for mental health services by Peter Casoli. It's Seattle, WA. In the classic 90s sitcom Frasier, title character Frasier Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle area radio show where callers poured out their souls in exchange for on-air advice. These days, unhappy Seattleites might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app developed and operated by Scanda. The Seattle tech giant is making a big push into the mental health market with a new AI-powered counselor dubbed Eliza, in honor of the pioneering 1960s computer program of the same name. Scanda says that Eliza can evaluate a user's overall mental health, detect problems, and make recommendations that attract over time for their effectiveness. It works in tandem with Scanda's mental wellness app, which can track mood changes and other metrics over various periods of time. Livia Davis, 42, was starting to feel overwhelmed with the demands of her busy life, so she made an appointment to see Eliza, not online, but at a physical counselling office located in the city's Queen Anne district. There she spoke to a human worker who was guided by the Eliza program. Scanda claims the in-person format is superior to online counselling, as it brings more of a human touch to the sessions. An obvious chatbot recommending a course of action is one thing, says Ray Bukhari, manager of the Queen Anne counselling offices. A real human being looking you in the eye and telling you the same thing is another. There's more immediacy there, more sincerity. Proponents of Eliza and other mental wellness apps say their reduced cost and increased efficiency is needed at a time where more people than ever are struggling with mental health. A study released earlier this year by the National Institute for Productivity indicated as much as 43% of the nation's workforce reported feelings of anxiety or depression strong enough to interfere with their day-to-day performance. This is an epidemic, and we must begin treating it like one, wrote Institute Deputy Director Thalia Kapuczynski. That is almost definitely a butchered pronunciation. I apologise to anyone of the same name. In a statement accompanying the report, of course, as with any new technology, not everyone is a fan. We have already given up much of the daily texture of human life to this cheap and technocratic solutionism. The surprise fades, but my disappointment in how much farther we seem prepared to go remains perennial, wrote the poet and culture critic Perrin Benjamin in an essay for the Los Angeles Review of Books about the mental health industrial complex. Others see a danger in private ownership of the technology. If it works, and that is still to be determined, the next question is going to be about who controls it, says Francis Norkirk, a fellow of the Public Health Institute at Monmouth University. What does it mean if millions of people suddenly have their ongoing well-being tied up in a proprietary code owned by a multinational corporation? Scanda has not made public its plans for the service, though it has released the preliminary results of an internal study indicating that counselling sessions conducted by Eliza match or even outperform those conducted by trained human counsellors alone. Davis, for her part, is a satisfied customer. You can say that Eliza is just an AI, that it's inhuman, doesn't have a soul, or whatever, Davis says. But what I can tell you is I spoke to it, I went back a few times, and now I feel better. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? Peter Casoli is a writer and journalist interested in the intersection of cutting-edge technology and ordinary life. Fascinating. Okay, so our session diary here has no rating given for our meeting with Darren. Lovely. But we are level 2 and we've collected 4 out of what appears to only be 16 badges. Okay. So we counselled someone with a mood rating of 5 or below. We completed our first session. Successfully completed an Eliza session. Seems to be the same thing. And we completed a session with a client that was new to Eliza as well, so they really threw us in under the bus there. Okay. What's this? Think back to what brought you here. Okay. Apart from the notification bubble you put on the app. Alright. Mail. We have... this will be the flyer. Is this the flyer? Come! People you may know present Hedonic. We have Masic, Lil Sappho, and Clone World featuring KO. January the 17th at Club Jouissance. 8 PM till 2 AM, 21 plus only. Excellent. And this is an email from the Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund. Year 3 update. Dear friends and family of Damien Seabrook. Okay. It's hard to believe, but it's been a little over 3 years since Damien's tragic passing. It's said that time heals all wounds, but there is no way to express how much we miss him still. Oh God. We are grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory, which continue to go towards the causes he worked so hard for in his life. This year, the Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund is supporting the following organisations. The Greenhouse, which is a non-profit, non-denominational organisation dedicated to ensuring that developments in the mental health field are distributed equitably, so that all those that are in need get access to modern treatment options regardless of their means. Kind of the exact opposite of what Skanda probably want. Okay. Tech Workers Together advocates for better working conditions across the tech industry, both by organising employees to push for better working conditions and for providing education around the industry-wide problems of crunch time, overwork and burnout. Preach. Yeah. So, Beleaguered Developers United. Okay. And the Humanitarian Software Foundation supports the development of free open-source software for therapeutic or curative purposes. Damien was dedicated to creating technology to help others and would strongly advocate any tool that he made to be freely available. Damien, you strove to change the world for the better, and we are worse off without you. The gulf you leave behind is still immeasurable. K and G. Okay. That's all of it. So, we've looked out the window already. Let's go back in. I hope the next client is a little easier to handle. This job might be difficult in a way I wasn't expecting. Oh, hang on. Click continue. Time for the next session. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. You and me both, Evelyn. Now, here we go. We have Maya. Okay. She's got herself a little badge on. It's nice. It's cute. Little grumpy caterpillar monster there. Bright yellow coat. It's like Little Miss Sunshine all grown up. Okay. Hello, Maya. Welcome. Oh, welcome back. Well, she's never spoken to me before, so that's a bit strange.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
And she definitely seems plugged into the idea she's talking to the machine.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight. Cool, cool, cool.
You're one of those.
What brings you here today, Maya?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves. I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again. Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something. That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's going to work. The point is, there's going to be a lot of big, important, famous people there. Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody. I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like for real friends. I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah, I'm still in that like purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered. I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is. Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking, right? I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you?
Whoa.
Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me. I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that. I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there. I'm just saying that kind of feels like something I would do.
Okay.
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air? Eventually, someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing. Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and are terrible. That's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally, but it could be like that in a figurative sense.
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me.
Wow.
I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am.
Okay, so all the way through this, we're into the challenge phase now. We're getting all of these positive marks, negative marks for each thing that she's saying. It's up and down all over the charts. All of the stats are coming through fairly negative, and she's clearly tense and stressed. And Yeah, it's a bit of a strange mix, but I'm still only getting a single option for everything where proxy response comes through. I have to say what I'm given as well, so there's no real agency in that at the moment.
And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe, like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is. I want to be part of, like, a group. And we like each other and support each other, and maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me. Yeah, that's what I want.
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck.
Positive, negative, negative, negative.
Someone with style and grace and poise. Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that.
You've already decided you can't.
But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to.
She's basically the stereotypical character at the start of a chick flick. You know, before she loses the glasses, has the makeover, and becomes successful and popular, and
I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
you can do it. Believe in yourself. No. We got some
Okay, Maya,
recommendations.
I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do.
Okay, this really isn't Hollywood.
You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help you with your nervousness.
And now you go and get a makeover. Oh no. Second, I recommend. Oh, okay.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Litosinol too.
So far, it's just drugs fix everything then, yeah?
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Drugs. Yes.
Oh, she is on board with that train.
Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. Oh, I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah. Don't you say this every time?
How many times has she been to Eliza?
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
So I get no view of the previous sessions whatsoever. Oh, cool. Okay, $5 in my pocket, I don't care. Take your drugs, get gone, see you in a bit. And a 5-star rating, cool. Ray comes over to talk to me after I've finished my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Are you getting used to the system now?
I still feel like it's kind of restrictive. No, let's not go for controversy. It's our first day. Yeah, I think I get it now.
Yeah, I think I get it now. Sticking to the script means I don't have to think about anything. I just read the words.
That's right. Looks like you're getting used to it quicker than most new proxies. They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real. If only I could say what I really wanted to say.
We thought it, we didn't say
That's
it.
a really common feedback point.
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, it's just not part of the job, you know? I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well.
Just stop thinking.
People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
Sure, hasn't everyone, I guess?
Sure, hasn't everyone?
It's like that. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version. You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while.
I see.
The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work. It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things. It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts.
I feel like there is a poke at the meta of exactly what I've just been doing for the last 30 minutes here.
I know computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever. But it's like any technology. It's a tool.
Ray looks thoughtful for a
Either
moment.
way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year. We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
Really like the vocal performance that Evelyn gives as well. She's putting all the extra wherever she can into it. Just little touches, nuances, but so far so good. If so far so linear. I definitely remember thinking that I'll do things different at the start of the new year. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. 3 years. Okay, so 3 years was the friend who died and they had the email, wasn't it? Yeah, year 3. Damien Seabrook. A little over 3 years since his tragic passing. It's tragic. I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. Yes, we're gonna get coffee. I almost didn't recognize her when she came and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
She used to stick to every very subdued and professional look. Guess she really wanted to put those days behind her. Meow.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
There we are again. Everything for 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for Eliza.
You're kidding me. That's an interesting choice.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
No, not yet. I should tell them, probably. I don't know.
It's unkind to keep it a secret. It's fun to have it be a secret. Let's say it's fun.
It's fun to have it be a secret.
Have the fact that I've got the job.
I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Yeah, it probably will. Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
I'm better, not by a lot, but still better. I'm not sure, or still the same, I think. We said we were being positive here. Come on, let's go.
I'm Better. Not by a lot, but still better.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but other than that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing. Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find the words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened. It's like...
There's something dark in my mind, blocking me when I try to go there. A void.
I guess I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something. But I worried that maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past. Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
Yeah, I wasn't ready then. It's nice to know you were thinking of me, or no, I would have liked it. Yeah, I wasn't ready then.
Yeah, I wasn't ready then.
Yes, I understand. I was kind of going through a lot myself.
That's right. What about you?
Oops.
How is your life these days? What's it like being a rock star?
It's a lot of work, actually. I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one. I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives. Oh yeah, and I'm working on this, kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it. It should be interesting.
Granular synthesis.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's a way to make sounds out of smaller sounds called grains. Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
And you're able to support yourself do it now. Let's not be judgy. Let's not
Sounds
be
like you're
judgy.
busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though. Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on. Kind of crazy. Kind of scary, but good.
You really went your own way? Or we got
If
this?
it makes you happy, it seems worth it. Maybe I should consider moving in a direction like that.
You should. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point.
Get away from the industry. So we were a psychologist, a therapist?
That reminds me what I was going to tell you about. Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Rainer? Soren?
Soren. Soren Lloyd Rose. Celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Creepo, question mark? Or I should have known he'd make things awkward. I should have known he'd make
I
things
should have known he'd make things awkward.
He wasn't ever weird around you? Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
Wait, what?
Ugh, this is a good one. Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small. 7 or 10 people maximum. He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else. He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later.
You used to work late?
And the whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on.
Oh, now that sounds like a good idea.
Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know. Anyway, I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset. He came over to my desk and started to mumble about... I don't even know how to describe it. Just this nonsensical rambling. He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times. Then he said he could see my soul, that I was like a reincarnated spirit of... I don't remember, he said some name.
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or deity or something like that. Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, we're all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world. And we're connected by a thread of destiny that draws us to each other again and again over multiple lifetimes. He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see. So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique? You know, how people will talk to you and say, oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something. Ugh, just because they are horny.
What? That... Okay, just to go on record, that has never happened to me. Oh, yeah, totally, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
There we go.
Guys will try anything.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing. So I couldn't simply go. I had to keep listening to him. Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me, and then he passed out on the couch immediately.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly I would not bring it up. I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again, but I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. Ugh, I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't it exciting? He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
He left Skanda?
He's planning to. It's a secret for now.
Okay.
He asked me to join, and I said, no, there's absolutely no way. Maybe a long time ago, I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Soren at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore. I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent. This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves. I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
You've really changed, Nora.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative, be myself to the maximum. Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years. Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Soren. But there is a big cost too.
So she's been a developer. A woman in the software industry is a far too rare thing. It's a very male-dominated area. So great, they're featuring a woman developer, but at the same time they're saying that, oh yeah, you know, you don't want to do that. It's a big cost. Kind of feels contradictory almost.
I mean, there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before. Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
Nora pauses for a moment. I wonder what the cost was for her. Yeah, I'm getting some real Me Too sort of vibes off this.
Now that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
Okay, this guy's a major creep, He tried to tell me that I should sleep with him, but you'll be fine.
To Soren.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know? It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Why should I go to that?
Why should I go to that?
It will be interesting, don't you think? You're already working as a proxy for Eliza. That must be giving you some new perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Soren believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
I don't know. Maybe I am. It's free to attend?
Of course not. It's at one of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into. But lucky for you, I have an all-access pass. Here, take it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, he had one sent to me. As if there is any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
Snake person.
Snake person.
Ah, you know, people who are like snakes. Venture capitalists. Biz dev.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Because I already made my decision. You need to go make yours. You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
Nora leans over the table towards me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious. I've seen the way you approach things like this. You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision. Isn't that right?
So is Evelyn just stepped away from being a developer then?
You have more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things in the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to. It was really good to see you, though. Really, really good. I promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
Okay, Nora dashes off to her rehearsal. She's a busy person now. Busy but happy, it seems like. Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy? Oh, we've got some clicky. And we've got 2 messages on the phone. What's this? Komorebi. I wonder what that means. I should try to study Japanese again. One more thing that fell away. Okay, let's have a quick look. Komorebi. Sunlight streaming through the trees. Okay. I get that vibe. You got the green. Nice. Nice. The barista here seems like a real, seems like a nice enough guy. He wrote Nora's name Lola, though. Must have misheard it. Standard. It's nice to know this is an option. The tea and coffee at the counselling centre didn't look so inspiring. Oh, you're a coffee snob. Am I being a snob? Yep, you're being a snob. Drink your coffee. Meredith M. Mercer. Dramaturg, game designer. Feels like a Matt Mercer reference. Hi, Matt. There's a reason they're called patience games. Kabufuda Solitaire is hard. There's a reason they're called patience games. The trick is not to get ahead of yourself. Sometimes what seems like easy forward progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck. You know, like life. Think carefully before each move and you'll start winning games. I remember you had a good head for this kind of thing back in school, so I dare say you might just need to get back into that mindset again. You can do it, M3. Okay, so this is a complaint that you've sent to Meredith Mercer, who appears to have developed this solitaire game. Okay, cool. Peter Gerd, read the interview. Hey, seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Believe me, I know how it is. So I'm looping back around on this. Any interest in speaking with me about the origins of parametric therapy and Eliza in particular? See below. Begin forwarded messages. Greetings. I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ashino Aubrey, who was one of the principal developers of the Eliza system from Skanda. Is that you? If not, apologies and please ignore. It's not exactly a common combination of names to just kind of throw out there. So I'm just going to assume we developed Eliza. And now we've reapplied to be a proxy for the system that we developed. And we disappeared for 3 years after somebody died. Breadcrumbs? Okay. I'm something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of parametric therapy and where it has gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? What do the people who worked on it think of it now? On a more general level, how has introducing increasing levels of automation into human life affected us? There are some well-known names that seem to grab all of the press and speaker slots when it comes to this subject, but I'm interested in speaking with the people who might have had a different perspective. Maybe a more skeptical or even subversive perspective. If you're willing to participate, just let me know and we can set something up in person or online, whichever works best for you. It could be a great opportunity for you to get your side of the story out there. Peter Gerd, writer/agitator. Okay. And that's Peter. Okay, the gym already nags me about working out. I don't need more of that. Ain't nobody got time of that. Okay, we're still not going into any of these. Ooh. Okay, I'll try out the solitaire thing. I don't want to embarrass myself on stream. Everything else looks okay. Yeah, it looks like it did clear off as well. Everything done? Yeah. Well, this is nice. What a day. Been a while since I've done that much in a single day. At least now I can relax. Nope. It's Ray from the office. Just curious, what kind of cookies do you like? Cookies? Like, I've never heard of cookies. What are cookies? Yeah. Oh. Menu. Oh my god, I'm not really a cookie person. Chocolate chip, of course. Oatmeal raisin. I do like a good oatmeal raisin. Russian tea cakes. Plain sugar cookies. Ginger snaps. Macadamia nut and white chocolate chip. Shortbread cookies. Digestive biscuits. Macaroons. Peanut butter cookies. Or the type I like is kind of obscure. Yeah. Should we go oatmeal? Shall we go peanut butter? Shall we see if there's more options on the list? I don't know, have I got any viewers on the stream? Do we have any preferences, people? Oh! We have one viewer. Lucky viewer. Alright, type something in stream chat for what you want. Once again, not a cookie person, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, Russian tea cakes, plain sugar cookies, ginger snaps, macadamia nut and white chocolate chip, shortbread cookies, digestive biscuits, macaroons, and peanut butter. Peanut. Alright, we're getting peanut butter cookies. It's decided. That's an overlooked classic. I bake cookies for the team now and then. And I try and mix it up so everyone gets their favourite at least once. Well, that's really nice of you. Or isn't that a lot of cookies? We're going to go over how really nice she is. That's really nice. Oh, it's no big deal. The thing about baking is, once you start, it's pretty easy. You just keep going. You have everything out, so you might as well do multiple batches, and the cleanup takes more or less the same amount of time. I see. Yeah, I like baking too. I don't know much about baking. Do we assume? I mean, does this shape her character based on our answer? Let's. We could be lying, but yeah, I like baking too. It's fun. End of conversation. Baking, huh? Cooking in general is something I feel I should try to get better at some point. We just told a Porky. So Nora's got back in touch. So nice to see you today. Squiggly mark, exclamation point. Good seeing you too. We should do that more often. Hang out, you mean? Or yeah, we should. Of course she means hang out. I know I said I don't miss working at a big company, but I do miss our old crew sometimes. Yeah. What part of I'm tired and let me go to sleep aren't you getting? I write software for myself now. It's so much better. Come to my show, though. You're coming, right? Please come. Please, please, please. Nora. What? You're funny. Or, okay, I will go to your show. Or it's bad. It's a bad look to beg like that. I'm going to go with you're funny. I put the most effort into that one, so whatever. I certainly am. I'm not even going to try and do her accent any justice in this. I couldn't. No. I'd insult somebody. Okay, now I'm really exhausted. Why is even just texting with people such an effort? I don't know. I'm really exhausted, but there's things to look at around my room, so I'm just going to look at the bookshelves for a bit. I should tidy up the shelves at some point, but not now because I'm really exhausted. Some of these books still spark joy, don't they? I hope they do. Oh God. Is Evelyn really, really badly depressed? Is she masking it this whole time? Those have been sitting like that, there like that for a long time. I meant to put them up. Not sure what I'm waiting for. Okay. Let's go play some games. I don't really feel like doing anything. Damn it. What happened? I used to have so much energy. I'd stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning writing code. Then I'd be up again, 8 o'clock, ready to pick up right where I left off. I'm not sure who that person was. Okay, I get it. So, Evelyn is not depressed. She's getting old and doesn't realise it. It happens to us all, love. You're fine. Just go with it. You can't stop the passage of time. Come on. Some of those clothes I've had since college. Okay, so she's not that old if they haven't fallen apart yet. Wish I could reinvent myself like Nora. Not that I would know how. Aye. Okay. keep on thinking there's going to be some sort of like hidden Easter egg that I'm missing, but it really does seem to be exactly what it is for the time being. I'll just get to bed now. This is ultimately a Zachtronics game, so I'm expecting some puzzle or some real kind of like thinking hook in there. Oh, Chapter 2. One Mind 2.0. Escalating the Wellness Revolution. Okay. I think my voice could probably do with a bit of a rest. I'm probably going to stop with... Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. I'll pause at Chapter 2 and we'll come back to Eliza tomorrow. First impressions over again. It's a very interesting concept. The whole foreshadowing of corporate influence over the tools that we're using for our mental well-being is a peculiar one. I like it. We're going good. This is a potentially a slow burner. I've not really been given much forking choice in the dialogues with Eliza or anything like that. I expect there's going to be some point where you get to just break through the system and kind of do what you want. Start judging people and try and be a counsellor on your own or something. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we get to that point and what else these kind of intermediate story points have in store. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks if you've been watching, and I should be back on this again tomorrow. I want to really give this a good run through while it's new and it's fresh, and yeah, we'll take on Chapter 2 together. Thanks guys.